everybody, I'm the host of this channel. I'm Kai, and this is Kai Reacts. And currently, I'm going to be uploading all my old reaction videos from my other channel, which will be in the description bar down below, the link tree where you can click it, and you can go to other content that I created. But this channel will basically be for reaction videos, but I'm going to upload some of my old reaction videos. So for the first few videos, I think 4 of them, if you will be old reaction videos that I did on my old channel before I rebranded my old channel to Strange True Content and Paranormal Content. If you want to see Strange True Content and Paranormal Content, check the description bar, click the link tree, and you can go to that particular channel, Mordecai Lacrosse Studios, to see that content. The content here on this channel, of course, will be the reaction videos, if you will, and reacting to, videos, music, and more. So if that's what you want, then make sure you hit that subscribe button and that notification bell. So now, let's get on to the video of this reaction video.
Hey, ex-Buzzfeed employees, is this your card? Because it should be, because your reasons for leaving Buzzfeed are a joke.
Hello everybody, I'm Mordecai Lacrosse, mad prophet of the YouTube airwaves, and as you can tell, this video is about why these people particularly left Buzzfeed. And it's a Buzzfeed, why I left Buzzfeed compilation or something, and their reasons, their explanations, if you will, of why they left Buzzfeed is kind of making me side with Buzzfeed, and I don't even like Buzzfeed, so let's get to it.
Again, just to suffer, and again and again.
8 hours every day. It was there for 9 hours every day.
It was the abuse.
Wait, so this particular guy is complaining because he has to work 8 hours a day. That's your typical job, dude, is, for instance, at the job I'm currently at, I work 8 hours a day. I mean, I don't know of any other place that doesn't have you work 8 hours a day. In fact, when I first started at the current job that I have, I was working 15 hours straight for an entire month. And you're complaining about 8 hours a day. I mean, that's usually your typical job is 8 hours a day. I'm not saying it's right or wrong, but when you signed your contract, you knew that you were working 8 hours a day. And you're complaining about that. My father, until I brutally murdered him after I poisoned his ass, worked 15 hours a day for 14 years straight. My grandfather worked 20 plus years at GM and worked 15 to 20 hours every single day. I mean, that's typically 8 hours is not that bad compared to those situations. You sign the contract, that's what happens. It sounds like to me that these people are just pissed because they didn't read the contract.
Buzzfeed definitely cares way more about quantity than quality.
So it took you that long, to like 2 to 3 years, or however long you worked at Buzzfeed, to realize that they cared more about quantity than quality? I mean, isn't that your basic YouTube channel now? I mean, I can name tons of YouTube channels where the focus is quantity over quality. That's how it works. I'm not quite sure what your point is. Plus, I've looked at all these people's channels. For instance, like the one of the people in particular, I'll go to him in a second, but he makes spinner videos about fidget spinners. He left BuzzFeed to make quality content, and the supposed quality content is just make tons of videos about fidget spinners and BuzzFeed-like content.
They own all your intellectual property.
Also made me over.
They fired one of my best friends and collaborators.
You can't make videos outside of Buzzfeed or have outside projects. If you want to work for Buzzfeed,
Why did we leave Buzzfeed?
we left over a year ago.
The thing about jobs is that you can leave them.
What are you?
Okay. The thing is, that's how it works. He's like, they own all your intellectual property. Well, see, the thing is that's what it said in the contract again. In the contract that you signed, you agreed that they owned all the intellectual property. In fact, the Disney Corporation has been doing this for years. Any of the Disney animators, anything that they work on within Disney is Disney's intellectual properties. Now, I'm not saying it's right or wrong. It's just what it says in the contract, and they agreed to the contract. You agreed to BuzzFeed's contract to agree that everything you worked on for BuzzFeed was their intellectual property, which means they have the complete rights to that material that you created for them. You agreed to it in the contract. I think it was the girls that said something about you couldn't work on outside projects. Well, again, same thing with Disney. Disney has this agreement that you cannot work for any other company other than Disney. It's in the contract. It's in your BuzzFeed contract. You agreed, dumbass. Listen closely. You fucking agreed to do that. So you have no right to bitch. I mean, I'm not saying it's not fucked up that them telling you can't work for any other company, but you agreed to it. When you signed the fucking contract, you agreed that to those terms and terms and conditions. That means you have to oblige as long as you work for the company to those terms and conditions. Just like when I applied at the job I currently work at, I agreed to terms and conditions of working on weekends, holidays, and overtime. It's shitty, but it was the only way I could get the job, and I agreed to those conditions. And as long as I'm employed by the current company I'm employed by, I have to oblige to my contract, just like you do. And then the one guy is like, oh, they fired my best friend. That fucking happens! All the fucking time! There's been plenty of places I've worked at where my friend was fired. But is that like the company's fault? No. What does that have to do with anything? They fired my best friend and collaborator. So fucking what? Get over your fucking self. Plenty of people work with people that they come close to and become friends with, and they get fired. What do you fucking do?
The thing about jobs is that you can leave them.
What do you mean?
The thing about jobs is that you can leave them.
Please follow that up with something intellectual.
If it's no longer the right fit, like in a relationship, then you have to break up.
Yes, I get it now. Why am I still...
Over that lately too. It's like you can't have the cake and eat it at the same time. Why is that a controversy? Pressure from quote marks. You want to get 1 million views.
I imagine it's kind of like working at Disney. When you just go to Disney and you're a visitor at Disney, you just see the magic and the fun and the castle. It's just a good magical time. But when you work at Disney, you may get to make the magic, but you're also seeing all of the characters with their heads off.
It's also working on this channel. Once I started working at Buzzfeed, it got a little bit more attention.
Being there during like an all-hands meeting and just thinking, it's so sad that I can't work here my entire life.
There wasn't necessarily a path for me at Buzzfeed. Part of that was because it was unclear how to grow as a creator.
Everything that you make, that company owns. You might have heard about some people being let go from BuzzFeed.
They ended up leaving BuzzFeed.
And those people, in the videos they created while at BuzzFeed, they'll never be able to make that series.
Like, seriously? Right there is what it is they are creating these why I quit BuzzFeed videos because they're building their success off of the success of the company that they previously worked for. That's why they're doing the I quit BuzzFeed videos, because they want people to know that they previously worked for BuzzFeed. So people are like, oh yeah, I saw you in that BuzzFeed video, now I'm going to watch your YouTube channel. So they took the success that they built in BuzzFeed and applied it to the channel. So it really doesn't seem like that bad of a deal there, if you ask me. They can take, that success that they built from BuzzFeed. So it actually seems to me that they benefited more than BuzzFeed did. And then the person's like, brought up the content thing again, which I already stated, that when you work for a company, you're, in that particular situation, you signed the contract and you agreed that the content is the exclusive rights and property of that particular media company. But that's what it is. It's basically these people are creating these why I quit BuzzFeed videos because, hey, why the fuck not, right? They can make hundreds of new fans and whatnot with their new channels. So I think I should quit my job that I work 8 hours a day and go work for BuzzFeed to work 8 hours a day and then quit BuzzFeed so I can, boom this channel up. So, yeah, hold on. Let me go talk to BuzzFeed. Yeah, BuzzFeed? Mm-hmm. Really? Oh, yeah. Come to find out I can't work for BuzzFeed because I hate their asses. I'm Mordecai Lacrosse. Until next time, stay wicked.
Thank you.